So we've got some traditional Scottish cuisine here, which I'd like you to try. So we're going to start off with this guy here. This is haggis, neeps, and tatties. Do you know what haggis is?
I've heard I don't want to know, or I've heard it's good, but I heard better to eat it and not.
Give it a try, and then I'll talk you through it. Oh.
Dude, pretty good. What's it called? Haggis and what?
Haggis, which is a savoury pudding containing sheep's pluck. The pluck is heart, liver, and lungs.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Definitely wouldn't have eaten that if you told me what it was before.
Hey, I'm Sam Harrop. I'm here at the iconic Ducks Inn in Scotland. I managed to persuade a couple of PGA Tour players to join me. We're going to do some putting games in the bar, going to have a chat, and we're going to try some local cuisine. JT, Aaron, it's great to meet you both.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Thanks for having us. Pretty sweet. Yeah, a lot of memorabilia.
Can I ask you, and there's a couple that spring to my mind immediately, but what's your funniest moment on course together?
One of them has to be when we didn't have the umbrella at Congaree.
I think my boy Aaron Fleener forgot the umbrella. Oh boy, that is a mistake, especially in the southeast in the summer. You can't be doing that, Fleener.
He asked me earlier in the day, do you think we're going to need the umbrella? And it was like, what was it, 10% chance of rain maybe? It wasn't much.
Small.
I was like, if it's gonna rain, it's gonna be a thunderstorm. They're gonna pull us off the golf course. Like, don't worry about it. Trying to look out for him, like it's not an easy walk. Like, make the bag light. It's hot outside, and it downpoured.
I took a lot of punishment for that, but it was a team decision.
Okay, the next one we're going to try is this one here. Okay, so this is called Cullen Skink. Do you want to hazard a guess what that might be? I'll give you some spoons.
Cullen Skink?
Cullen Skink.
I don't know.
It's like some sort of espresso.
What are you thinking? What? Can you identify any flavors in there?
Is it like?
It tastes like milky mashed potatoes or something.
Yeah, like a potato or like a.
Yeah.
No, we're not even close.
Well, it's Scottish soup made of smoked haddock. It has got potatoes in, so you do get potatoes part, but yeah, it's mainly smoked haddock. So
potato soup.
And onions as well. There's some onion in there. But so Cullen Skink, because it's from Cullen is a place in Moray on the northeast coast of Scotland. So Cullen Skink. It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of creamy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got one of the ingredients.
That's. I mean, that's a win. We got one. We got one of the ingredients.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to your first professional win, the 2019 Wyndham.
He is a champion on the PGA Tour.
How big was that to get that breakthrough win?
I mean, it's a huge goal. It was a huge confidence boost and something that we had both been working towards for a while. The way that we did it was pretty cool.
Bogey free on the whole week.
Where we did it in Greensboro, about an hour and a half from where I grew up.
All right, looking back up, there you go. There you go.
People have asked me about, like, was I thinking about the bogey free, thinking that I wasn't, and the truth is that was all I was thinking about. And it was kind of a blessing in the sense that I'm trying to win for the first time, and my mindset was, I want to stay bogey free so that at the end of the day, if I get beat, then I can honestly say that I just got beat. I didn't give up, I didn't make any mistakes, I didn't give any back, didn't choke or whatever. I did everything I could. And so, like, coming down the stretch, especially on the back nine, I had a couple par putts that were decent length and wasn't thinking about this is to stay one ahead or tied or one back. It was just like, this is to stay bogey free and just knock it in and keep moving.
Like, I've barely gone a hole bogey free, to be honest.
Well, I think the next year I bogeyed like the second hole of the tournament.
All right.
So I got that out of the way.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. In just his sophomore season on the PGA Tour, Alex Smalley is making a name for himself. With 4 top 10s, including a runner-up finish at the John Deere Classic, the North Carolina native is primed for a playoff run. So firstly, congratulations on John Deere coming runner-up, your second time runner-up on the PGA Tour. I mean, can you tell me a little bit more, like, how meaningful that was, and also getting overtaken on the last day with Seb coming through with a crazy number?
Anytime anyone shoots 62 on Sunday when they're anywhere near the top of the leaderboard, it's kind of hard to beat someone like that, and he deserved to win. I mean, yeah, it was my first time in the last group on Sunday, so I knew it was going to be a new experience for me going into the day. I didn't want to know what people were doing, so I didn't look at any leaderboard, so I actually didn't know what Sepp was doing. I felt like I had executed my game plan pretty good throughout the day, so overall very, very happy with how it went, given that was my first time in that situation.
Tell me about the two of you as a player-caddy duo. I mean, when did this first start? How did it come about?
Well, we had our 2-year reunion last week.
Anniversary.
Our anniversary.
Nice.
Anniversary.
How did you celebrate?
By getting a second place.
I know, there you go.
No, but Alex's agent called me and said, hey, I got a young kid that just Monday qualified for the John Deere. It was like 6 o'clock at night, and I go, when does he need me there? And he's like, he needs you there tomorrow morning. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock at night. Within an hour, I was at the airport, flew to Chicago, drove over there, got there at 4 a.m., met him at 8 a.m. the next morning. I knew that this kid was special. I also knew that we were gonna have a good relationship because he's different than me. I'm very outgoing.
Yeah.
He's kind of very quiet. But I knew that things would get better and better the more we got to know each other. Mm-hmm. And true be, it's kept getting better and better and better, and I don't see anything changing unless he gets sick of me, you know.
Or vice versa, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You get sick of me.
Okay, so now we're going to play a game which we're calling Putt Up or Shut Up. Alex against Don. And basically, it's the first person to fill up all 7 holes in order. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it's a good start from Alex here. Yep, 3 in a row. Don, you need to speed up, man. Alex just missed the 4th. Oh,
Tried to knock
Alex
his
is on
out.
4. Don needs to get that 4th, or he needs to start getting aggressive, I think. Alex has got 5. Don has still got some
can't get
catching
off
up to
at
do. I think
3.
you need to start getting aggressive and
You said the 4 was giving you
Oh,
problems.
he's got 6. Just too much
A little
break.
too much adrenaline.
Oh, this one's got a chance. Oh!
I'm just trying to save
That was
myself
definitely
now.
the play.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Don ain't coming back.
You know.
He ain't coming back.
I lost.
Alex, right, I think we need to do the... Oh, here we go.
Good job.
Let's do it boxing style, okay? Here we go, Alex, with the
Yes.
win. Well done. I've got an 8-year-old son whose barometer of success of how good a golfer you are is how many hole-in-ones you've had.
Okay.
So how impressed is he going to be? How many aces have you had?
I have 4 to my name.
Okay.
I have 4, so
So obviously there's the one at Sawgrass that the world saw, right?
Sawgrass was a sand wedge.
Yeah.
56 degree. It probably wasn't supposed to be a sand wedge, but we had a little assist on the wind and a little adrenaline pumping. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I bet most people do on that tee shot, right?
It didn't carry the bunker vibe very far, but
Well, you see, I was going to ask, I mean, do you have a favourite type of ace? Because obviously for me, there's kind of 3. You've got like the one where it lands on the green and rolls in.
right.
You've got the slam dunk straight in, and then you've got your one at Sawgrass, like the one hop, which for me is like the most aesthetically pleasing. So bang, bang.
Yeah. I would say, obviously the slam dunk would be the most impressive one, because you have to get the distance and, you know, the aim perfect.
Yeah.
And just the fact that, you know, because we've seen sometimes where, you know, it flies in and then pops out.
Yep.
But if you make it, you know, if it stays in the hole, you know, that's awesome. So that's probably the most impressive, because the hole's only, what, 4 1/4 inches? Well, I see a raspberry.
Yep.
So we'll have to guess raspberries.
Might be a little whipped cream.
I'm sure there's something else in there. They just wouldn't give us raspberries and whipped cream. There's got to be something.
This has been called, by the way, and I completely agree with this, the uncontested king of Scottish desserts.
Really?
Ah. Well, I can tell you.
Is it more fish?
No, no fish in the pot. No, so the other 2 ingredients are oats and whiskey. So you might be getting the traces of the whiskey in there, possibly. Obviously, you played the Scottish Open last year. I mean, do you enjoy traveling to other countries as part of the job?
Yeah, it's certainly cool to take in other cultures. Golf takes you a lot of really, really neat places, and I hope to be able to visit a lot more.